Maybe I run like a girl, maybe I kick like a girl, maybe I swim like a girl, ooh.
That's 12-year-old Taylor Miller singing her song Like a Girl. It's just one of 6 tracks featured on SongCatcher Volume 1, a new EP put together by Kiwi country artist Jackie Bristow. We found Jackie in Queenstown, where she tells us how she started the SongCatcher project, teaching young people how to write their own songs.
I fell into it, you know, how I got locked down here, and I met this really great guy, Bill Moran, and he asked me if I'd do a workshop. I did a workshop with some kids, and started out as writing like a group of young kids, and but then they started to get older, and the songs were so good, and it really was an organic process. And I've been mentoring and teaching these girls. There's a number of other children as well, and young adults that I've been teaching, but or teenagers. And yeah, it's just I'm teaching them songwriting. It's really about finding your happy place, but also I don't know if you had a chance to listen to the songs yet, but
I
the
have,
thing
yes,
that
all 6 of them.
yeah. Oh, awesome. Well, the thing I'm most excited about, and I'm sure you noticed, was the lyrical content. And they're such good lyrics, and they're really quite mature for their age, but then at the same time, they're speaking to kids that are their own age group. So they're relatable, because it's hard to find music for that sort of middle tween age group. And the girls are also, mostly it's been girls that have come through. It's not just for girls, it's for girls and boys, but it's just happened to be that way because it's been quite an organic process, and we haven't it's just word of mouth. And I've been working with huge support to me is Youthtown, New Zealand. And so we've been together we've been working this pilot for SongCatcher. So it's been going for 2 years, and then we recorded this EP last year. We recorded all the vocals in Queenstown, and Mark produced the tracks in Nashville. And Matt Falb did some programming in Australia. He's an ARIA winner producer. And then Nash Chambers mastered the EP, and you probably know Nash. Yeah,
I do.
So
well,
so I got my music.
Talk to him, but I can't say I know him.
Yeah, but so I got my music family, you know, which is quite an amazing thing for these girls to have their very first song probably they ever wrote, and at such a young age, and then professionally recorded. And but I'm super proud of the songs and super proud of the girls. And yeah, I think some of them are probably going to end up having a life in music because they just have that streak, you know. I recognize it because I had it when I was 11 myself. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that the age? 11? Because I noticed almost all of them are about the same age. There's one that's younger and one that's older, but the rest of them are right in that like 11, 12-year-old. Is there something that happens then?
Quite a few of them have been in the mini-band groups, Jackie being the mini-band. So they started out writing as a group. So Freya in the second mini-band group in Wanaka, and Taylor Miller and Ivy McKenzie and Sage Galloway were all in the first mini band. But then Marla, who's a bit older, she came to the first workshop I ever did as well. But we've been working because she was always 4 years older than them. So we've been working. We worked together for a long time too. And she's actually gone off and doing a lot of great things. She's really matured as a songwriter and does she's gone in a lot of competitions and done really well with Play It Strange and stuff like that. So that's really great to have inspired that. And yeah.
So how do you teach somebody songwriting? Is there a starting point that you start with everybody, or do you have to kind of have a word with them and kind of get a feel for who they are before you go into it?
I have a little formula that I've come like I've done a lot of co-writing over the years with adults, and it's slightly different with the kids because we sort of I get a whiteboard or a piece of paper and I brainstorm, and I just really try to connect what they want to talk about. And that's what I say, it's about finding their happy place. It's not about being the greatest singer, it's not about being the greatest anything. It's just really about getting to the heart of the matter and really connecting with them, and for them connecting with themselves, and for me to be able to connect with them to help them, like for these amazing words to come. Like Freya wrote at 12 years old, I'm going to rage like a flame of fire, fall like an autumn leaf, cry like a rushing river, and reach the highest peak. I mean, I think that's pretty amazing. I mean, if I wrote that, I'd be really, really proud of myself,
Right.
And it just popped out, yeah. And I wrote all the music for that. She wrote that lyric, which was pretty, and the day we wrote that, we were in Wanaka.
Oops, you've
and
frozen on me here for a minute.
Oh, have I?
Oh, can you repeat what? I didn't hear what you just said, so if you can repeat it, that would be good.
What was I saying? Just that I think that's an awesome lyric. And the day, because it's collaboration. I'm writing the melody, she's writing some of the lyrics. Really ended a real collaboration, actually, even though I'm teaching her and guiding her. And
You're
then
gone.
The day we met the mum in the car park, her mum Megan, who is a world champion weightlifter, actually. Megan's a world champion weightlifter. She's amazing.
Oh, crikey.
But anyway, we were in the car park, and I had my little boom speaker blasting on the top of the car. So excited singing the song back to, so it really is uplifting for me as well, like especially when you connect with when you have that fire connection. Like, I love songwriting. It's my favorite thing. And sometimes songwriting and co-writing can be difficult. It's not always, you don't always come up with a great idea, but a lot of these songs were all very, very inspired and really easy to write.
What have you learned about your own songwriting by having to teach these kids the songwriting techniques?
One thing I think is I really always like to write alone. Like, my music is quite personal, and even though I've done a lot of co-writing, I didn't so much enjoy it that much, really. There's a few people in my career that I love writing songs with, Mark Punch being one of them, and my friend Louise Malin. She's a beautiful lyricist, and I often put music to her thing. And that poem that I wrote, I found that poem. But I've got very, very used to just sit it, like, because I'm doing it 3 hours or 3 or 4 hours a day, 3 or 4 days a week, like just co-writing with it, like teaching. But so I think in some ways it's actually taught me to be more relaxed with, but not that I'm so much sharing my ideas, they're sharing their ideas with the lyric content. But and the biggest thing I think I've learned from this is my experience. I didn't probably realize how much experience I had and how much experience I had to share, and I've probably got a wealth of knowledge because I've just been doing music my whole life. I started at 11,
right,
and with Mr. Hales. And that's the other great thing is I hope that I can change these kids' lives like Mr. Hales changed my life at primary school at St. Mary's in Gore. He was an amazing man. It actually was my Nana, Molly Scully's cousin. And Nana played the organ at church.
Right.
And Mr. Hales made us learn ukulele and guitar. Like, everybody in the class had to learn ukulele and guitar. And because of that, I was able to go lock myself in my bedroom at night and write songs because I could play guitar and sing. And
right.
So I feel like he was such a special person in my life. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't had that opportunity. And so I hope that I'm giving the same to these girls too. And I really do think it is changing some of their lives. It's really helped them with their emotions, processing their emotions, and then also to see themselves represented, like to go, oh my God, that's how good I can sound, and give a lot of confidence. And a bit open a vision, like open to a bigger world for them, because Queenstown and Wanaka are very, very beautiful places, but they're a little bit isolated in some ways for the arts. It's not Nashville and or the music industry. So it's wonderful for them to realize how talented they are and to discover that, for me to discover their talent, and encourage them. Yeah. Yep.
Right. So now what's this event that's happening on the 21st at Parliament? Tell me about that.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? We're launching in Parliament, and we're launching the SongCatcher songwriting program. And it is it's being presented by Youthtown. So yeah, we're launching in Parliament, presented by Youthtown, our partner, who's just absolutely incredible. They do a lot of they work with Play It Strange. They do a lot of stuff for the youth, and it's been a fantastic connection. Faye, the CEO, she's wonderful and has a big vision. And yeah, so we're putting that on. Only 2 of the girls could come and perform, only because of the timing of it. It's not a long It's not a long
Right.
event. So for Taylor Miller's coming. Taylor, the girl that's got Like a Girl song, track 1 on
Yep.
the EP. I love. It's like an anthem for young girls. And then
Yep.
Jeffrey Freya, who's got Reach the Highest Peak. Yeah, which is the one I
Oh,
was
cool.
talking about. Yeah, and then I'll sing
So
as
that-
well. The girls are going to sing harmonies with me. I'm going to sing my song Aotearoa because I feel like it's the place
Oh,
to sing
cool.
that song.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I think you nailed it there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
going to be exciting. So if people want to get involved in this, or they want to, how do they hook up? And is there websites or links
so
or something that they should do?
Songcatcher.co.nz. There's a sign up form if any kids want to sign up, or parents want to get in contact. This EP is going to be available on Spotify, everywhere, all streaming platforms.
All
There
the
will be
platforms.
some videos are in the works as well. We just decided to release them a little bit later,
cool.
so we had more to talk because there's 6 songs and 6 different artists to promote.
Yep.
It's hard to do it in one go. So we thought we'd do some lyric videos a little bit later. And so basically it's just like the release of an album, and go out and find it and share it with your friends, because I think it really,
Cool.
a lot of 12-year-old girls, 13, 14, 15, 16, they're going to love it. Even younger ones.
I'm sure they will.
And
How could they
love
not?
it too. Because
It's pretty good stuff, I got to say.
Oh, did you like it? The production's great, isn't it? Mark made a really good job.
Yeah.
And Matt Fell as well. And what was I going to say was I played Like a Girl to one of my friends, and I played it to a few people in America, and they've been really blown away because it really is quite fresh. It's quite a fresh idea, and actually every song really is quite unique to that person. They don't all sound the same. They all sound so different. But my friend Sarah Owen, who's an amazing friend in Sandy Inez, she actually cried when she heard Like a Girl. She just absolutely loved it. So so look out, ladies.
Exactly. And what do you got? What's on your agenda for yourself these days? What's coming up next for you?
Well, I've been crazy busy. I just did a big tour of Europe with Mark. We played amazing shows. It was one of the best tours I've had in years, because I think, COVID really, this is one of the great things that came out of COVID. One of the hard things was I wasn't able to play. So it's just been so great. We had a fantastic band. We had great audiences, promoters. That was awesome. And then I went to America, and I toured with Boss Skaggs, got standing ovations, I was pretty chuffed about, playing solo, opening for Boz, and had Willie Weeks side stage saying I sounded good.
That's
so
hardcore.
a big compliment. Music icons and legends and the best in the world. So that was a real buzz, and just so good. So such a great feeling to get to be surrounded and embraced by those people. And then I went to Nashville. I started working on a new album. Haven't started really recording it yet, but we just tracked all the, we just worked out the keys and, sort of getting pre-production.
Right.
For a new album that's going to be called Gold Mine, and I'm hoping it is going to be a gold mine this time. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll at a party.
That's what they say.
It's no overnight success.
I don't even think AC/DC's making any money anymore. Who knows?
And for the love, labor of love. And then Mark and I toured California. Well, we also went to St. Louis and Cincinnati, and we had some great shows, great promoters. Cool. And then we did our last run in California, which was spectacular. Last show, Tales of the Tavern, and it's an amazing concert series, but they film it, and one of the legendary photographers that films it is Henry Diltz. So that's pretty cool. And so then I landed back. Yeah, very cool. So now I'm back in New Zealand. Mark went back to Nashville, and I've got some shows here. I'm playing with Barry Saunders. We are playing the sitting room sessions, and we've got a bunch of shows. We've got some really nice festivals through the summer, and then Mark's coming out in March, and I've got a little tour in March. So it's really quite great summer
We'll
to
see you
summer.
then. I'm sure you're going to be up in Auckland, right?
Oh yeah, I'm playing a great venue I played last time, the Chapel.
Right.
You would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems all very
so-
positive these days. It
Things have
feels like
gone-
things are going well.
Yeah, I feel like maybe in actual fact, coming back to New Zealand has been one of the best things that could have happened. And even though I wasn't planning it or expecting it, it's just been, I filled my cup with energy, and maybe having this other project as well it was a nice, it's a nice balance to have your own career, but also another career, doing in music, doing what I love and just expanding.
Yep.
I guess it's just, we all had to sort of spread our wings a little bit with COVID, and because of that, some great things have. Yeah, so so that's good. I'm happy you noticed that.
How could I not? This is excellent. All right, well, we'll wrap this up. We're looking forward to seeing you. And I love the fact that, and this is going to be fun at the thing at Parliament on the 21st. So you're going to have a good time with that, I bet. And
well, I'm sure I put you on the invite list, so I don't know if you got it saved.
I'll get right on it. All righty. Very good.
Okay, thanks, Marty. Yeah, awesome.
You betcha.